This video will explain what an annotated bibliography is, what types of information an annotated bibliography should contain, and how it should be formatted. The word annotate means critical or explanatory notes, and the word bibliography means a list of sources. An annotated bibliography is a list of full APA citations gathered through your research. Each citation is then followed by a brief descriptive and evaluative paragraph, which is the annotation. Here is an example of an annotated bibliography entry. An annotation should not be just a summary of what the book or article or web page is about. Annotations are meant to be critical in addition to being descriptive. The purpose of an annotation is to inform the reader of the relevance, accuracy, and quality of the sources cited. An annotation should also be reflective and include your own voice. The annotation is formatted as a single paragraph and is typically 4 to 8 sentences in length. An annotation should include 3 parts: a summary, an evaluation, and a reflection of a particular source. Your annotation must include all 3 parts to be complete. The summary portion of your annotation will be 2 to 4 sentences long. Ask yourself, what are the main arguments of the resource that you are discussing? What is the point of the book or article? What topics are covered? If someone were to ask you what the resource was about, how would you describe it? All these questions will help you create your summary. Here is a summary example. The evaluation portion will be 1 to 2 sentences long. To get started, ask yourself who, what, when, where, and why about your resource. Who is the author and what are their qualifications? Is your source reliable and accurate? Is it scholarly or peer-reviewed? When was your source published, or perhaps when was the website last updated? Where was your source published and where did you find it? Why did you pick this source? What is the purpose of the resource? Is it strictly for education and information, or is it possibly trying to persuade you to a certain viewpoint? Here is an evaluation example. The final piece of an annotation is the reflection. This is where your own voice comes in. This is the most important part of your annotation because it contains your own thoughts. It is 1 to 2 sentences long, and to create the reflection, you will want to ask yourself, was this source helpful to me? Has it changed the way I think about the topic? Was the source too elementary or too advanced? And did I like the source? Here's an example of the reflection. Once you have written your annotation, it is important to make sure your annotation and entire annotated bibliography is formatted correctly in APA. The format for an annotated bibliography is similar to that of a research paper. Use 1-inch margins on all sides, double space your entries, make sure to alphabetize each entry, use hanging indents for citations, and on the line after the citation, indent 2 additional spaces and then write the annotation. Here's an example of a properly formatted annotation in APA citation. Notice that the annotation paragraph is indented 2 spaces. If you have any questions, please check the APA online guide, which has a tab specifically for annotated bibliographies. You may also contact the Library and Learning Services team via our live chat service, answers database, or directly by email at librarians@rasmussen.edu.